Hi guys, how are you? I am surviving. Thank you for asking. I hope you all are doing well. I honestly don't know what this video is going to entail. I am actually supposed to be in bed now because the kids start school tomorrow, but I cannot sleep. I don't know, I guess I've gotten into a really bad habit of staying up late again, so I need to start hammering down on that, and tonight is not the night that I'm gonna do that. I'll start tomorrow night. I am going to make this video, and I don't even know like what it's gonna be. I think honestly I should have like categorized updates that I should do. Oh, you're not plugged in. Oh my gosh. There we go. That I should do like separately, but I'm not quite sure how that would work. So this is just going to be a life update about everything that I can think of in a timely manner. So honestly, it's just sitting and listening to Jessica talk for who knows how long. But anyway, we are... as I fall off my bed. We are getting into our 3rd month of deployment, I think, and I don't, like, the whole thing has me brain dead. I don't know. I know I said I was going to do, like, more videos so that John can see and everything, and what you guys don't know is that when I said that, in that particular video, I wasn't even talking to my husband. I went through a good, maybe at least 2 weeks of not wanting anything to do with John, not wanting to text him, not wanting to FaceTime him, not wanting to email him or talk to him. The kids FaceTimed him a couple times in the morning and they wrote him emails and stuff, but other than that, I didn't want to talk to him. I didn't want to see him. It was just all of a sudden, I was very, very, very angry about this whole situation and about the deployment and at him for the deployment. And I wasn't, like, I was spending every day crying and angry, and I wasn't eating, and I wasn't getting anything around the house done except for getting the big kids to school and the little kids, you know, fed and kept safe. It was a very miserable time. And I posted on Facebook about it and got some mixed responses, which is okay. I got like biblical responses with things out of the Bible, and then I got responses like, I'm so sorry that you feel this way, like, let me know if you need to talk. And then I got responses that were like, just deal with it. Like, he's serving his country and you need to understand that, and just all of this thing. And that, like, helped and didn't help at the same time. But shortly, a couple days after that, I was able to start talking to him again. And the more I talk to him, the better I am. Even if it's just texting, we don't really FaceTime because it drives me crazy because I can't, not anything against him, but I can't do anything else when we FaceTime. And at least when we're texting, I can crochet or be on my phone or watch TV or something. I'm not, and this sounds horrible, I'm not stuck in a FaceTime conversation. Plus, the Wi-Fi is not amazing, and he has this little thing that like has data on it, so it gives him Wi-Fi or something, but I still, the first couple times we tried to Wi-Fi, it was just spending the whole time waiting for it to reconnect, waiting for it to unpause, waiting for it to catch up, and I just hate that. It's worse than, it's almost worse than being on the phone with someone. So he and I just text, and he'll FaceTime the kids every once in a while they're getting ready for school, but I would rather not FaceTime. We do FaceTime every once in a while, but I can't do it like every day. Like, he would like that. I can't do it. So I think we've made a compromise, and we text. in the morning and at night, because that's when our two schedules coincide. And then, so we have a good chunk of the day where we're not talking to each other, but morning and evening we are. So yes, and I haven't been making videos because I just haven't had the motivation. Like, I know I said I wanted to, and before he even deployed, I had all these plans of what kind of videos I was going to make, and I was going to start an upload schedule, and we were going to get this going, and this was going to be how I stayed sane. And now that we're into it, even 3 months into it, I just don't have any motivation. And this week, I have been on, at least this week, maybe the past 2 weeks or so, I've been on a YouTube strike where I haven't even been watching videos. And I know that sounds awful because I have people that I want to support. I just haven't even wanted to watch videos. I've just been in a bleh, and I haven't wanted to make videos. I don't even think I've had my camera out a whole lot. I don't think I've been taking pictures or video at all. The last couple of videos you have seen have been, if they've been me, they've been pre-recorded. If that one for Ty was like the day or the day after he did it, just because I thought it was too cute not to share. But I have not been filming much at all, except for little clips here and there, but not enough to make a video out of it. And I kind of feel bad, but then I kind of don't. I am on a little bit of a social media strike, I guess. Half of me wants to just erase my whole internet being and get off of Facebook and get off of Instagram and get off of YouTube and shut it all down and, delete it all, and or at least for YouTube, make it all private and not upload anymore, and get rid of like Twitter. But I would love to just get off of Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, but I know I can't, because honestly, it's the only way I can reach the outside world. So I'm kind of going through that, like trying to get away from it, sensibly without deleting all of it. Is not working, but I need to, because I've been playing the comparison game a lot. Like I was telling John last night, I am not a good deployment wife. I don't send you cards. I don't send you letters. I don't send you a care package every week, and then like this wife does this and this wife does this, and they hold these like events at base for all of us spouses, and I can't even go to those because we live so far away. And he was like, stop. And I can't. I see it on Facebook and Instagram, and everyone's so better than me. Yes. And I had a thing where a family member took, borrowed, saved pictures off. It was either Instagram or Facebook, because the one that I did see was from both, and they used it. Okay, I'm trying not to like be rude about this. They saved the picture, and who knows how many more pictures, because it was alluded to that there were more of all of our families. But my thing is like, I don't want to be mad at you because you are family, and I know you're doing it for a good reason, but they didn't ask. And all of a sudden we find out from a different family member that you used our pictures. And here's my thing. I'm torn because yes, I'm very active on Facebook. Not with you guys. I'm sorry. I have a fan page for this YouTube channel. I never post to it. I'm sorry. I need to get better at that. But I'm not. But I have the Instagram that y'all can follow me on. But Facebook is for people I know in real life. And mostly, I think like 90% of my Facebook is family, because our family's all over the country. And then Instagram is everybody. But anyway, I'm very, like, Facebook is very private. I have it locked down. If you knew my Facebook name and looked me up, you would not be able to see a whole lot. I have it locked down tight if you're not my friend. On Instagram, I don't post a whole lot of personal things, location and full names and addresses and jobs and uniforms and stuff like that. I keep very private. And it's just, it kind of scares me that if a family member is able to get my pictures and use them, who else is doing it? And then it also scares me because I am very in tune with who is viewing me and who is on my Facebook, where the you know, private stuff is, and who is on my Instagram. Because I have people from my past that I don't want having information, and I know some of them already have information, and I just chalked it up to maybe they found my YouTube videos, but they knew like my kids' names and John's like job and everything, and it was just kind of like, oh, where'd that come from? But then I think maybe there is some family out there who is still in contact with these people, and they are kind of, you know, passing along information and passing along pictures, and I don't want that to happen because these people are dangerous, and I don't want them knowing about my kids, and I don't want them knowing where I live, and I don't want them knowing about my husband's job and what he looks like in his uniform, and you know, and I just wonder, like, maybe this family is still in touch with these dangerous people, and you know, I can't stop it, but I can sure as hell throw a fit about it. And I did after that one time that something I posted on Facebook got to someone who is not on my Facebook through a person who is, and I threw a fit. Like, there's a reason that some people, even some family, are not on my Facebook. So I'm dealing with that while my husband is not home. Just like, am I really safe on social media? Because not everyone who does social media and YouTube actually have people coming after them. I have people from my past who I don't trust any further than I could throw them, you know, and I take there's not a day goes by, I don't think, maybe there's a day or two, but a lot of the time I am thinking, like, protecting my children and looking over my shoulder and checking, you know, just, I don't know. So I'm debating about whether to just get off the internet completely. We still, oh my gosh, our church family has been amazing. Back to deployment stuff. The church that John found on a Google search is a little Bible church. It's got like 100 people, maybe 100 people. They're amazing. I am like so blessed with how we are brand new to this church and they have embraced us, and I'm not going to start crying. But seriously, they have a sign up going and they bring us meals once a week. And that just helps me because sometimes I'm like, I don't want to cook. And so to be able to look forward to a night that I don't have to cook is amazing. Plus, it helps me keep my house clean because the person that brings the meal over, I want the house to be clean for. So at least once a week, my house is clean, and that kind of helps me keep it in check. And it's not right now. I've gotten into mops through them. We have a gentleman who texts me maybe once a week, every couple days, just to check in, see how we're doing, see if we need anything. A couple of them have said, like, if anything ever goes wrong in the house, call us. Some people brought us some of their cow, like hamburger and steaks and a couple cuts of their cow that they got, and that was super sweet. And I need to write everyone thank you notes. We do like play dates and we do like small groups. On Friday night we went and played bingo with Brooke's Sunday school teacher, and it was a blast, and the kids had a blast, and they're just so loving people. And this coming Wednesday, I think, my friend who just lives like 5 minutes away is gonna take my little two for the morning while the big two are in school, and I'm gonna I think I'm actually going to make some like do some errands, and then come home and clean. And I know that sounds awful. Like, I don't know if I'll actually do it or not, but I think of cleaning because it's very hard to clean with the little two here. So I don't know, we'll do that. But it's just amazing how we've only been here a couple months and they have embraced us and they love on me and the kids and they take care of us. And that older gentleman that I was talking about that texts me, he lives right in our neighborhood, and he and the associate pastor, who had just had a baby, came, well, the associate pastor didn't have the baby, his wife did, but still, came and shoveled us out of like a foot of snow. And it was just, it's amazing. And our neighbor is amazing. They check in on us and let the kids go play over there and everything. And just, we've gotten into a really good church. That being said, I am disappointed because I still have not had any contact with John's job. And I don't know if maybe I was just super spoiled from the last place he worked, because through him going to basic training and tech school, and then 4 years ago, and then going through the academy last year, I had people, and it didn't matter if they were the actual officers or the dispatchers or people that worked in the office or whatnot. I had people like giving me their phone numbers and saying, if you ever need anything, call us. And if anything ever, you know, if you ever need someone to pick up the kids from school, or, you know, it just let us know. And they were checking in on me and making sure I was okay. And it's kind of disheartening that in the 6 months that John worked here before he left, I never met anyone or got introduced to anyone besides when they lost him, when they came to my door and said, we can't find your husband. And I have not gotten an apology for that. And I honestly, I know I should not hang on to it, and I really don't, but it would be nice. When you scare the living out of a wife, you should apologize. But I have not heard anything else. I've seen that officer several times, and he acts like he doesn't even know who I am, and I've never met John Sargent, and blah blah blah. And now he's gone, and we still have had no contact. Nothing like, let us know if you ever need anything. You know, I'm not very encouraged by the type of office my husband works at. And I know that some of them are really nice to John, and, you know, he could really have buddies up here, but I don't know anybody from his office, and we've been here almost a year now. And it's very discouraging when all you hear before you get into this job is, oh, there's such a big family, and they love families, and we're just like a family. And no, you're not. At least not this office. Like, this office must be the one exception. This office must be the black sheep of the family, because, you know, I've met a couple of his fellow officers in passing, but no one of the command chain, and I have no phone numbers for anyone. Like, if something goes wrong, I'm just going to end up calling the sheriff's department, because, well, it would go to the sheriff's department anyway, but I'm just saying, thanks for taking care of your own. So I'm really, 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 really happy that we found the church that we did. That's what that all was about. Was I'm not up here alone. I have the church, and they have done 1,000 things for me. So, I mean, like this morning, I walked into church sobbing, uncontrollably crying, because we had a hard morning. And the last thing that happened when I was trying to walk out the door was, well, okay, so Brooke was being nasty. Brooke is always nasty, unfortunately. She just talks nasty to people. She gets this really, like, sound in her voice, and she says nasty things, and I don't want to help you with your oatmeal, and I'm not making you oatmeal, and all this. And how hard is it to make oatmeal? It's instant oatmeal, okay? You put that much water in it, and you put it in the microwave for 1 minute, and usually it's done at the 1 minute mark, and just give it to them. Put a little splash of milk in it, and you're done. And she was throwing a fit about that. So I sent her to her room, and I came out of my room from getting ready like I barely took a shower. I had the minimal makeup on. I was barely dressed. And I'm out there making oatmeal because my 6-year-old is throwing a fit about making oatmeal. And Ty was nowhere to be found. And the dog's going crazy and the baby's going crazy. And I'm not ready and we have to go. So finally everyone got fed. I got the baby dressed because that's the last thing I do. And the next thing I know, I'm up in here finishing up. And Ty goes, Mom, Pierce is eating his oatmeal with his orange, because he had gotten an orange, a clementine, and I was like, okay. Like, okay. And I finish up in here and I walk out, and it probably wasn't even 30 seconds. And the baby is covered from head to toe, all over him, all over his shoes, all over the table with oatmeal. And I got mad because you didn't tell me he was covering himself in oatmeal. You said he was eating the oatmeal with an orange. And when you say that, I picture like spooning it out with the orange, not painting himself. So I have to find new clothes for the baby and change him. And then I get mad at the kids and I start yelling at them and crying. And why can't you just help me? And you know what needs to be done on Sunday morning. And why am I still the only one doing anything? You know, I don't ask a lot of them. When I was their age, I was changing diapers and getting kids dressed and packing diaper bags and cooking food and cleaning and doing the laundry. My mom was non-existent. And I feel like helping with the oatmeal and helping with things you need to be done on Sunday morning should not be that difficult. But obviously it is. So I got very mad and I lectured them the whole way to church and I'm crying and I need help and your daddy's not here. What do you want me to do? You know, you guys can step up and help. And if the baby is not eating his oatmeal with the orange, but covering himself with oatmeal with the orange, you could have removed him from the situation. You could have taken it away. You don't just stand there and watch him do it. So I thought I'd gotten myself calmed down, and I parked, and we walked in, and our pastor's wife was standing there, and the gentleman that does our snow shoveling was standing there, and I just, and they were like, he just hugged me, and that was cool, and what's wrong? And I just said we had a bad morning, and kids not helping and minding, and our pastor's wife hugged me and she said, I don't know, what you're going through. So tell me, what you need. And I'm like, I just need to get away from my children, go to Sunday school, I'll go to nursery, I'll play with little kids and calm down. And so I got calmed down. And she was so sweet. She brought me a cup of coffee between Sunday school and church and gave me a restroom break, and it was just, I was better. And then we went shopping for care package stuff, which is going to be another video, is going to be my goal. So that's where we are deployment-wise and life-wise. I've got more stuff like weight loss and diet and health, but I'm not going to cover those because I think it's probably been 45 minutes now. Maybe. If it's shorter than that, I will be very surprised. But I'm pretty sure it's been 45 minutes. So, if you're still here, thank you for watching. I hope this gives you a little bit of insight. I promise I will not drop off the face of the planet without warning you first. I don't think I will. I think I'm just in a depressed slump right now. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. If you are, thank you for joining us. Usually my videos are not like this, so don't be frightened. If you are returning, thanks for coming back. It was nice to see your beautiful faces, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye!